We are back. We're experiencing some technical difficulties, but this is part 2 of the Natchitoches Central Winfield Senior High game. Right now, it is the bottom of the first inning. The count is 0-2. Right now, we have Carly Abels, number 27, batting. We just had Madison Nelson come off the bag. Really, these two seniors are really pulling through this year and are serving as the example for our younger players. And we're definitely seeing that out on the field today, and especially during our game earlier today, in which we came out with a win of 6-2. Abel's gaining her first ball. The count is now 1-2, score 3-0. I know for Abels, this is definitely an exciting game because throughout the entirety of her dad's softball career at Natchitoches Central, these girls truly became a family to her. The count is now 2-2. I mean, constantly they were hanging out, going to her dad's softball games while also he was supporting her at her own. Having the family with both Natchitoches Central and Winfield definitely calls her an exciting game today, and I know she's just feeling the love and support of everyone today. And that is going to be ball number 3. The count is 3-2 with 1 out. Score is still 3-0, the Natchitoches Central Chiefs. Next pitch coming. A swing and a miss. That's going to be third strike and second out for the Lady Tigers. Up to bat, number 1, Raylan Bartlett. Bartlett had some good hits during our last game, so maybe she can pull through this one. She is, and she's going to throw it back to left field, and it's going to hit the ground. She is running towards first, making it to second, sliding, and she's there, and she is safe. That ball rolls out of that second baseman's and straight back to the pitcher. Up to bat, number 14, Kylie Higgs. And once again, just as predicted, Bartlett has a great hit for tonight, giving our Lady Tigers an opportunity to score. And hopefully Higgs, just like in our last game, the two of them kind of cooperated together, getting players on the bag and then making a hit to where players could come home. Great watching that ball. Raylan is going to move to third. The ball fell out of the catcher's hand, giving her that opportunity to lead off the base. Player now in third. The count is 1-0, 2 outs. The score is still 3-0, the Natchitoches Central Chiefs. Great way to watch that ball from Bartlett. Seeing the opportunity and taking it. That is truly how you start scoring points and getting these runs in. Next pitch. Higgs watches it. It is going to be ball number 2.
21 seconds left. 21 seconds? 21.
On the live?
Yeah.
Oh. It'll be okay. And a swing and a miss, making the count 2-1, outs still 2. That's completely okay, though. Higgs was really eyeing in for that ball. I think the next time around she can really, focus her trajectory on hitting it directly with that ball, maybe hitting it towards center field, giving her the advantage and allowing Bartlett to come home. She's going to hit it. It's going to go backwards over the fence, strike number 2, and a foul. I definitely think the tension is building up right now with the heat of three runs on top of them. The Lady Tigers are really going to need that encouragement, and I know that they have it. They have that spark. They have that fire. They want this, and they're going to fight for it. It is just a matter of, remaining encouraged and remaining motivated. She's going to hit it straight to the pitcher. Pitcher's going to make it to first, and the pitcher's going to throw it to the first baseman, bringing in another out, thus closing the bottom of the first inning. It is now the top of the second inning. We see Phelps back on the mound, ready to pitch, ready to give it all during this round. First hitter, Natchitoches Central, and that is going to be ball number 1. That is going to be a little bit outside of that box. Ball number 2 coming. No players on the mound, or on the bags, excuse me. And the count is 2-0. Score is still 3-0, Natchitoches Central. With Natchitoches being so close, we of course have a ton of their fans here tonight, and that's going to be strike number 1 for Phelps. But we are going to have a ton of their fans here tonight, along with our Winfield alumni and supporters. And so it's really great to see that support out here tonight. You know, people rooting for each other, having that support. I mean, I couldn't say it enough. That's really what is so important out here. That is going to be ball number 3 from Phelps. Count is still 3-1. Score 3-0. Next pitch, it's going to be ball number 4, and she's walking with the player now on first base. You know, that tension is really going to build up for these players. They are really going to have to give it their all. I mean, just like what happened in that first inning, they got a player on first and were able to get more and more players, therefore giving them 3 runs. Our Lady Tigers are really going to have to lock in and, you know, put focus into this. And I know that they can. I know that they can pull through with this, and that's really just what needs to happen right now to ensure that Natchitoches Central does not get any more runs. Phelps throwing the next pitch. She's going to bunt. It's going to go too far right, and that's going to be strike number 1. I will say with that play, everyone was running for that ball. You had your second baseman, your third baseman, your first baseman. They were all leaning towards that ball because they knew the minute that someone got it, they'd have to coordinate with each other to pass it. She's going to bunt it again. It goes right in front of her. Catcher is going to throw it to first. She's not going to throw it to first. She's going to keep it. Players, oh, it's a foul ball. We're going backwards. And now players are back on first. The ball moved barely forward in front of the line, therefore giving them the motive that they could run, but again, it was a foul. Ball 0, strike 2. Ball number 1, or strike. Yeah. With 1 out, we have now have the next batter up to the plate. I think maybe having that thrill of action from the last play will maybe get these girls going, you know, make them want to run for that ball, get it at any chance. That is going to be ball number 1. There's still a player on first. We're kind of waiting out to see what this next pitch is. Phelps gearing up to hopefully strike her out. It's going to go a little bit inward, giving her ball number 2. Again, all these girls are really trying to get in their element. You see it from the outfielders to the infielders to our pitcher and catcher. They're, you know, trying to regain that strength, especially from having already played a game, which can be very tiresome. But for these girls, you know, it's make or break it. They are going to put their all into this in order to get a final result.
You're watching.
Count is now 3-0. Score is still 3-0. That is going to be strike number 1. Count is now 3-1. Player is still on first base. Our girls are watching her like a hawk, making sure to be there if she ever tries to lead off. Phelps' next pitch, she's going to swing and a miss. That is going to be strike number 2. Count is now 3-2. One more strike, and Phelps could get this out, gearing us closer to the end of the top of the second inning. It's going to be ball number 4. Player moves to second. There are now players on both first and second. Still out. It's only one. I love just seeing a moment of connection right there. Senior Madison Nelson just went up to Kristen Phelps, a freshman this year, encouraging her, telling her, hey, you've got this. That's really what these girls need to see. With Nelson and Abels being the only seniors this year, they will have the biggest impact on these players who are the future of the Lady Tiger softball team. And that's going to be a strike for the Lady Chiefs, hitting a foul towards left field. Timeout. Yes, timeout has been called. Coach Abels is with his girls on the mound, and we will come back to you in a second. And we are back after that timeout. Maybe our girls, are seeing what the final result is, seeing how they want to play the rest of this game. Phelps is going to throw it a little bit outside that box. Count is now 1-1 with 1 out. We can hear a lot of the Natchitoches Central girls cheering on their teammates, and we see a lot of that same energy from our Winfield Tigers too, especially the fans, constantly supporting them, constantly pushing them up. Natchitoches Central's going to hit it towards center field. Our center fielder is not there quick enough. She's going to throw it to third base. Third base, the player is safe. There are now players. The bases are loaded now. And there's, there's still only 1 out. With that play, the Natchitoches Central player hit it directly to center field. There was a great attack there from both shortstop, second, and center field. It was simply just a matter of time. I think the next time that happens, they know how to be there faster, how to get that ball immediately, and know which base to throw it to, which was a very smart play to throw it at third. Next batter. And Phelps is here to pitch. It's going to go outside the box. And she's going to hit it, and shortstop catches it, getting their second out of the night. 1 more out, and these girls the Lady Tigers can keep the Chiefs from scoring up to 3 runs. Next batter, coming forward. I think these girls are really in the mindset of wanting to win, wanting to give it their all. And that is what they're doing. A little bit outside that box. That's going to be ball number 1 for Phelps. It's completely okay. We saw Abels immediately attack that third base like that ball was coming toward her. Same with our second and first baseman. Next pitch. Natchitoches Central's going to hit it. She's going to grab it, throw it to third, get an out, 3 outs. However, a player did run home. I don't know. It does not count. Still leaving the score 3-0. And we're back. She just hit her first strike, fouling out behind the fence. Next hit coming from Lawson soon. Pitch is being thrown. It is going to be strike number 2. Our girls are really going to need that motivation tonight. I mean, it's a school night. It's almost 8 p.m., I would say. You know, it can be very tiring out here, but if they have that push, have that motivation, they can truly bring in a win. That's going to be a little far outside that box, bringing in ball number 1. We can see Lawson practicing how she's going to hit this ball, you know, aligning her bat with the trajectory of that ball, hopefully giving her a good hit that allows her to bring home a base. She's going to hit it toward right field, but it is going to be a foul. And a swing and a miss, bringing the first out for the Lady Tigers. Up to bat, number 7, Anna Clara Bartlett. No time for that. Bartlett is going to hit it, and it is going to go too far right, giving her a foul and the first strike. Next pitch coming, and it is going to be a ball. Count is 1-1. Score is still 3-0. The Lady Chiefs. Next pitch, she's going to hit it to left field, but it's going to be too far left, giving strike 2 and another foul. And it's going to be ball number 2. Count is now 2-2. Next pitch coming, ball number 3.
I'm scared to go back.
Ball number 4, and Bartlett gets to walk, being the first player back on first. Up to bat, number 6, Kristen Phelps. Once again, I'm getting too into the game, and I'm forgetting that I have to call the players too. So, definitely tell that it's an exciting game. Things are definitely moving a lot faster this game. There are pitches thrown left and right. You know, balls hitting. And Phelps is going to bunt it, moving Bartlett to second. However, she's going to sacrifice herself for that first out. Now 2 outs. Up to bat, number 21, Addison Farr. Great way to sacrifice herself. You know, she made the smart decision with allowing Bartlett to move to second. You know, that gives our Lady Tigers an advantage right here, and hopefully allow Farr standing hit and bring in a run. Farr focused on that ball,